Did you know that the tradition of student apprentices studying technique and theory under the guidance of master artists is older than the Renaissance? Do you wish you could experience what that was like, to sit in a studio surrounded by art students at every level of expertise and listen to their work as it was being critiqued and guided by masters of their craft? Now imagine you can get that experience every month simply by becoming a Barnstone Patreon supporter. My name is Kat Barnstone Safran, daughter of master artist and educator Myron Barnstone, who for over 35 years instructed thousands of aspiring artists of every age and artistic background. We're carrying on his legacy of classical atelier-style art education through our Master Guide program, and you're invited. Become a Patreon supporter at the $25 or higher level, and you'll have access to the full mentoring sessions between Barnstone students and their chosen master guides. Here's just a short sample of a full-length sessions that you can enjoy every month.
Rework lesson 1, so I can just get that in a place where you can see.
Nice. Yeah, that's looking great.
Okay.
After this, if you can take a photo of it and just
Send it over.
Photo so it's so I can get a sharper look at that.
Sure.
But yeah, those are looking very good. You've got that subtle shift in size of the two circles on the Perrier bottle. It's it's showing a little fuzzy on the screen here, so I can't tell too much about the details, but the proportions overall, proportions look good.
Somebody on the impaling wall said a good guide is to like do the spaces sort of slightly smaller than the largest object.
Right. Yeah, that's a good thing to do. And I think that they might have also mentioned you could have a little bit smaller space between the smaller bottles, which is probably a good idea. But yeah, they're looking much more of a group now. And you've got that breathing room at the top of the wine bottle, which helps. So yeah.
And I'll show you how much I've done on lesson 2. I'm guessing what you're going to tell me is I need to move it up a bit, because I started actually putting the large bottle in a place on the page that I thought looked good, but then when I drew the field around them, I realised that they probably all need to go up on the page, but I'm just a bit overwhelmed by like having a small collection. Where do I put it on this massive page? If you know what I mean.
In the meantime, did you have any questions about lesson 2?
Any questions? Not really. I think I'm pretty clear on everything, except maybe like where do you start when you've got like a huge bit of paper and you're trying to find a place for like a small collection on it? You know, do you just move it around until it looks good, or what?
So, did you try cutting out silhouettes of the bottles and sliding them around to help you get?
Yeah, that's what I did. Yeah.
Yeah, because that helps.
Well, I didn't cut them out. I had them on like sheets of paper, so it might have been a bit better if I'd have cut them out, maybe. But you know, I did have like sheets of paper that I moved around. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, or if you just have them, if you have them say cut out, if you have just the silhouette traced onto a piece of tracing paper and then cut it out to the notional space, that works pretty well. So that way you've got your notional space cut out from the paper, and then you've got the outline bottle, but you can also see through it to what's behind it to kind of help get that arrangement. This looks pretty good. I think you've got pretty solid positioning. Well, I'm a little bit concerned about the diagonals from the Perrier to the beer bottle on the left sides there. It's maybe a little too fast there, where it almost...
Oh, right. I was trying to do it on the... you mean this bit? I was trying to do it on the third. But that doesn't... You mean it's too fast, it doesn't leave enough room here?
Well, here, let me go back. So if you draw if you run that, the diagonal on the left of the Perrier runs straight through to the diagonal.
Oh,
And
right, here and here.
it may not, that may be okay. When I first looked at it, I'm wondering if that's a little bit, it seemed a little bit too much of just being the same line, basically, with that little blip of the triangle, or, the lip of the bottle kind of poking out there, but it's basically one line. But as I look at it, I don't mind that as much, because you do then that it is a different angle. So the beer bottle's got a little bit more of a vertical, so it shifts and then continues up into the vertical on the neck of the wine bottle. So you actually get like a nice sweep there. So I think that's actually fine. And you've got the thirds, you've got your intersections on the thirds there from one bottle to the next. So that's good. You've got
Was there another border? Because there were like three things to remember. There was the field, and then there was another border, wasn't there, to be drawn? Or have I got that wrong?
sorry, another what?
Was there another border, or is it just the field on the bit of paper?
Oh,
'Cause
no, I think that's fine. Yeah, I mean, if you were to, you could give it, say, just an even border all around and cut it out, so you don't have all that extra space on the outside of the pad distracting. So that might be good to do, is just give it, say, a 3/4 inch or whatever, or if on metric, maybe 2 centimeters or something, of just a border outside of your border line. And
Join us in keeping Myron's legacy alive. Join the Barnstone Patreon today. Follow the link embedded below, and you'll get full-length lessons just like these, plus much, much more every month. You'll learn a new, fresh perspective, insight, and technique with every session. We really can't wait to see you there. As Myron would always say, thank you and be well.